Hi guys, it's Belle here and I'm back for an episode of Finish Up Friday. If you are new either to this series or my channel, basically I have been working this year on finishing unfinished products in my craft room, and I created this series Finish Up Friday possibly last year, but I've been doing a lot more episodes this year, and I just really want to get these products finished, make some pre-made ephemera, get journals done. I've just come across 3 journals, guys, that I kind of got about but kind of didn't, so I'm going to be working on 2. But today we're going to be working on these. Now, you would have seen me make a few of these anyway, and I also used this type of tag in my June Oak House journal tag swap, and I will leave the video to that down below where you can see what I did. But I already had done these 2, which are, I think, cute. I'm not doing anything for the inside. I just want to decorate the outsides because I don't know what journal I'm going to use them in, and I might have other ephemera. And as I've been doing a lot of fun, colourful, bright sort of crafts in Junk Journal July 2024, do check out those videos if you haven't seen them yet. I decided let's go back to a little bit of Gothic. So I want to do something similar to these. You can see there's lots of stitching and bits and pieces. A lot of it's Tim Holtz. I also have some scraps left over from Creep on June 24, so I might use some of those papers. And I'm feeling like I want more children, not personally, not me, that is not a thing. I'm very happy that my children are older, and those days are behind me right now. Love my children, but that was tiring. Anyway, I feel like, because I feel this guy's quite cute, it's giving me sort of young Fester from the Addams Family vibes, and I was thinking I wanted her as well. So I feel like she might be better on this one. She's looking a little bit bored, but I like that. So now I just have to decide, do I want a creepy brother and sister, or do I want 2 creepy little boys? I mean, look at their collars, guys. I think I want them. I'm more likely to use these in other, although they're quite cute. No, we're going to go with them. Deal with it. And we're going to add bats to these boys, and I'm going to do that now before I forget. Yeah. Let's have a look what bats I want. We're going to do that, and I'm going to just go around them a little bit in some Tim Holtz Distress Ink Black Soot. So yeah, it's good to get the creep on again. You know, I do love my Gothic crafting. I don't know what it is about the Junk Journal January/Julys, but they really do bring out the let's play with colour in me. Not all the time, sometimes, especially in Junk Journal January. I did some more vintage muted pages, but you know. So I need to decide. I want these really big wings for one of the boys. They almost look like a butterfly, unless I want those for her. Should she have wings too? Possibly. I don't know. I feel like I want them for him. They seem overtly big, don't they? And then his brother can have smaller ones. He can have little grey ones maybe, because they don't have to have the same wings, and they don't have to be the same. Do you know what? I like the grey ones. They don't even have to be the same material. Yes. Okay. I like that. Let's put the little wings on the little boy first. And then it's just those ruffs around their neck. I mean, are they wearing them because they've been bitten, or are they wearing them just because they're from a different era and that was the fashion then? I mean, maybe he's a teenager, so he has bigger wings. Do we think those wings are too big? Let's pull them down a little bit. I think they look better a bit down there. That's what I think. Yeah, I like them there. Okay, so we have those, and we have our lady who's not going to have wings, but that's all right. She doesn't need them. And let's start building. This is... I know what I wanted to do. I actually have this tag from Creep on June. Let's play with that instead. Completely changed my mind. If you've been here any length of time, it'll be no surprise to you. Yes, I was thinking, oh, what's that under there as I pulled the papers out, and I realised it was this tag. Oh, and the other thing, I am going to completely ink around these edges in the black set too, especially down here, because I need to do that before I stitch it to make sure. And I'm wondering, I didn't add anything onto the back of those. I'm wondering if I should add some paper already onto the back of this. I may do that, just so that they can be written on in the journals. But yes, I came across 3 other journals. Now, one of them is not exactly an unfinished, forgotten about project. It's I started making it and then it just wasn't the right season to finish it off, kind of thing. So it kind of fell by the wayside. And the other 2, again, I started making them probably about 2 years ago now. Shameful, really. And then again, things kind of got in the way and they got put to one side. And then last year, I was doing, I think it was one of the challenges by, I want to say Crafty Cat. And I did some ephemera for both of these journals during that challenge. And then I still didn't get around to finishing the journals. So I'd kind of forgotten about them, but not forgotten about them. And when I was getting ready to get out some other bits and bobs, I came across them and thought, oh, they need to be finished too. Should we have black, this blue on the other one too? No, let's do tea dyed on that one. So I need to sort that out and get those done. I don't know if I'll be doing those on camera, to be honest. I might do. I was thinking about it. I might do part of it on camera, but then not finish the whole thing because they're detailed journals and I just can't do those on camera, guys, the bigger ones, because I procrastinate far too much and I just take ages to pick and choose and kind of do things. And so I just can't do those on camera. I know I get asked a lot to do some of the bigger journals start to finish, but honestly, I can take an hour just to decide on if I feel like a page is decorated enough or not. Honestly, it's a whole thing. It's just a whole thing. So it's a bit hard to do that on camera. And then I could just make myself do it and try not to cut the edge of this and not worry so much and not overthink it. But I know I then wouldn't be happy with the final outcome. I would just go back in, which I do sometimes anyway. You might see that in a few videos where I'll go, when I finished, I decided to do this. Yeah. But I may do some of it on camera. We will see. that's fun. That's 3 journals that I really have to get done. They have to get done by the end of this year. I can't have them for another year hanging about in my craft stash. It's not good. It has to be sorted. But other than that, I'm working my way nicely through my little box of unfinished projects. A lot of it is ephemera. I do have 2 journals in there that are ideas for journals that I kind of started considering putting together, but haven't really started them. It's just an idea. So that's less of a finish up project and more of a get your ideas completely solidified and begin project, which is a little bit different. Okay, let's ink that again. So yes, we've got some backing paper on that now, which I am happy with. I've got to ink the back too. Oh gosh, that sounds like something from Oliver then. Got to pick a pocket or 2. Got to ink the back too. Yes. So, and now we have to glue, before we can really start decorating, glue this down because we don't need that up. Like so, and then glue this side, and these are made of vintage music paper, which again, if you've been here for any length of time, you will know I'm slightly obsessed. Now I want that there, I think. And I have this that says Nevermore. Which is quite cute. Let's have a look for background, shall we? Do I like this for the background? I love this kind of paper, I really do. Do you know what? Let's cut it this way. Let's cut it across there. And then let's ink this and see what it's like. A lot of black soot being used in this one, guys. And it's almost spooky season. Oh, yes, almost spooky season. Love spooky season. So, yeah. There's already stuff out. I am loving the way in the UK we are finally getting shops starting to come out with some Halloween, mainly decor. Finally. And it started in July. And I knew it. I just felt it in my bones. In my little skeleton bones. I just knew it was coming out. So I know Home Sense over here in the UK already has some bits out. And I'm already sad. I went in there and they had just the one shelf. They're going to keep adding to it. I went in today and they had another whole shelf. But I thought, no, don't buy anything yet, Belle. Wait a couple of weeks so you can really look at what there is and then make the decision. And I went in today and 2 of the pieces that I knew that I wanted, them, are already gone. I mean, it's so annoying that they're already gone. They might get more in stock. That's what I'm hoping. So, we shall see. But I'm so excited. I wait all year for it. For them to get the spooky decor in. And it's just so funny. You can see groups of like-minded people. Last year when I went in really early, I had the shop assistant say, we've had people phoning up all week asking if it's in yet. And I was like, yeah, there are those of us who this is the time of year we wait for all year. It's when I pick up decor for my house. I don't buy things throughout the year. I wait until spooky season to buy new cushions and blankets, and like my reusable eco sponges are inside a black Halloween cat's mouth. Like I have a big bowl and it like has its mouth open, and my reusable cloths are inside a giant pumpkin. So all year round, people, all year round. And I just wait. Oh, I kind of love that. It needs fabric though, doesn't it? So that's what I was saying to them. I was like, of course. There are those of us who are just waiting until it all comes out. You know? Everyone do whatever you like and buy the styles you like, and more power to everyone. But my favourite decor is spooky. Well, that's not true. I love nature decor too. So it's not just spooky decor. I have lots of plants and things as well. And mushrooms and naturey things and all that kind of stuff. But there's a lot of spook mixed in amongst it. I was just so excited. It's getting earlier each year. It used to be end of August. We used to start getting things in HomeSense. And in every other shop here in the UK, we seem to get it literally in October. So I used to get excited. And then last year it came out sort of, I can't remember if it was early July or mid-July. And I was like, oh, this is amazing. And they said, yep, we're thinking about bringing this stuff out a bit earlier. Don't want a raven on there. We've had lots of people request. I was like, yes, because it's so unfair that we don't get it here in the UK. Don't know about that bat. Normally I would say you can never go wrong with a bat, but I don't know if I like that one. But it needs something. Definitely needs something. So while I'm thinking about what that needs, let's get on to these cuties. Oh, maybe this is what it needs. Hold on. My brain saw something. So I'm going to use my black texture paste. And do I want the roses? Yeah, why not? That's what I can see. So why don't we... Do I want the roses? Or no, I don't want the roses. Oh, we've got some skeletons. Let's have some skellies. So, oh, this is a Tim Holtz one, by the way, guys. It is THM, is that? SO64, just in case you're wondering. So let's put our skellies down there. But yeah, we're finally getting them out. A lot of shops, still nothing. I've heard IKEA's going to have some Halloween stuff this year, which I'm very surprised at, because, correct me if I'm wrong, if you live in the Scandinavian countries, but I know from a lot of like friends and things that it's Halloween's not really a thing over there. So I was surprised to hear that IKEA might be coming out with some Halloween bits. Surprised and happy. What happened to that skeleton? Let's try and get a bit of definition. So there, now they can be drying whilst we're working on these peeps. So that's all very, very exciting. Like this, but do I like the green? The thing is, I know I'm probably going to have more blacks rather than greens in the kits. in the journals that these would go in. So let's have a look. I don't know. Oh, I do know there's some vintage ledger here somewhere. There we go. Let's pull that out because I might be able to use that. Okay. So this again is a Tracy Fox from the Creep on June kit. And we can just layer things up. Boom, 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 boom. Layer. God, now all I can think of is Star Wars. Honestly, my brain, it does very, very strange things. Let's cut this bit off. But yes, so I'm very excited. And I'm waiting. And I'll have to pop into IKEA. I was literally only in there the other day and I didn't see anything. Well, nothing Halloween-y. Nothing spooky. So I will be popping back in because, you know, can't know that it's got Halloween and not go in and see it. Right, that's too much there. So that's where I was this morning, guys. I was just popping around different shops that I like to go in to see if there was any Halloween out yet. Because that's just my life. I'm just like, let me pop around places and see if there's Halloween. Because, you know, it's July and summer, but it's always spooky season here. I feel like that could go there or even up a little bit. Yeah, I kind of like it up a little bit. And we're just going to collage. I had, where's the little Tim Holtz thing that says October? I had one of the tiny, sorry, in case you don't know, I'm looking through this where I've got some little fun bits. October. 'Tis October, children. Time to let your bat wings open. People may think it's a costume, but you can finally be yourselves. Just like that. Kind of like that. Okay. They are kind of flying. I need something down there. We don't want them flying too much. Maybe I just want some fabric. Not down there, but just in other places I'm on about. Because I know it's boys, but, you know, let's not have gender bias. And fabric looks good everywhere. Yes, I like it. I like it. Just wondering if I want another little somewhat. Don't want to bring in a pop of red. I don't know if I do. Right, little boys, let's just move you off a minute. Bring in like a little pop of red. Because I can always use the ink to really, yeah, I like that. Yes, I do. Do I want anything else? I do have a plant. We all know how I love a plant. I mean, we've almost completely covered up the thing behind them, haven't we? Okay, I kind of love that. And I kind of think that this is complete. That's what I'm thinking. I just have to have a little look at other things. Hold on. I've got these tiny little scraps that I feel like, do I want to add them somewhere like that? It just adds a little something just there behind his head. And that was literally a cut off of another piece. Okay, I really like how all this looks. And now we're going to take it all apart and start gluing and stitching, actually. So let's start with, right, let's just move all these. And we're going to glue this down, which was about here. I'm going to glue that. So I would love to know, wherever you are in the world, I would kind of love to know, you know, how early or late your country gets their spooky season things out. I know some of you have let me know already that in the States and in Canada that you already have some of your Halloween craft stuff out. I mean, I am so jealous, guys. Honestly, that is wonderful. As I said, not here. We don't have it here. I need to make sure. I was making sure I hadn't lost that tiny little piece because, you know, I don't want to lose that tiny little piece. Don't need glue there. That goes there. And this needs to be stitched. I'm just trying to think. I need to stitch this, I think, before. Ah, that red was right under there, wasn't it? Right, let's ink this to just dull it down a little bit, but it's nice to have that pop of colour. Yeah, I'd love to know how things are in your country. So I'm going to stitch down here now because I want to add the plant. And I don't want the stitch, or do I want the stitching over the plant? Okay, let's put the stitching over the plant. I wasn't going to, but now I am. Let's just glue this on. And do this. And then I'm going to stitch that. And then we'll come back and finish gluing before we start stitching the rest. Okay, so I did a double stitch. I always like doing a double stitch. I don't know why. I just do. So yeah, let's add some ink to this. And let's add some ink to this. And we can glue this possibly onto there. But then we're going to have to put the boys on to see where they are going to fit. So like that. Let's use those scraps up. I want them kind of standing down. They're going to be standing on the stitching, I think, when I do the stitching. Yes, I like that. They can't cover up the October bit. We need to be able to see that. Okay, so roughly at the top of that musical note. So let's do that, which looks cute. Still wondering if I want to add more to the other one because, you know, there's not a lot on there. Oh, so excited. Honestly, guys. My brain is going between knowing that it's Christmas in July soon, the bright fun of Junk Journal July, and the fact that already spooky season is kind of forefront in my mind. It's a whole thing. Now I wanted, and I saw a number 13. I don't think I want it on this one because this one's already got quite a lot on it. I mean, is that stuck down really well yet? I could bring it down and cut it off. I don't think I like that on there. I don't know. I feel like something needs to be there. So I'm feeling, let's grab another Tim Holtz little label. Oh, how much do I love these labels? Honestly, guys, they're just that finishing touch on a piece. Quick, before his boots are completely down. Like, they're just that little touch that just helps to bring things together. Let's see if another one will go over there. No, don't stick together. I don't like that one. Maybe just this one. Maybe the green's okay. Maybe it is. And then guys, we're going to stitch around them and put some fabric on top because I can't not. Just that simple. I can't not. Let's see. Oh, brilliant. The texture paste is dry already. This is where I need to think about. Do I want to add? Where did that 13 go? There it is. Do I want to add a 13? No. No, I don't. Let's have a look. Is this my Halloween box? No, that one's not. This is my Halloween box. Poison. Bug. Do I want a bug? This might be okay just as it is. What do we think? It might be okay. Should I put RIP on there? Oh dear. Oh, I kind of love the poison and the nevermore. I do kind of love that. No, we're going to leave it off. We're just going to leave it off. And I am going to, let's grab some fabric. Let's grab my fabrics. Just got my whole little bunch here. And let's start putting together some tabs so that when I go to sew, we've got the tabs ready as well. Don't want that. I want this on here, I think. And we're going to glue it. Should we glue it down now? It's got time to dry. Glue it at the bottom. And glue it just here too. Even though we're going to stitch it together, it just helps so that I know it's going to stay in place when I'm stitching it. Just there. And there. Like so. And where did that go to? There it is. There it is. Right, this can have a tab. Like so. And we can have, need some more black lace on here. So let's find a little bit of that over here. Like that. Do, do, do. And then, now we all know I love a bit of this dyed cheesecloth. We can add that. Okay, that one's going to be good. This one I'm going to stitch around first. I've decided I'm going to use an eyelet in this one instead of a tab, just to do something a bit different. So I'm going to go stitch around those and be back. Well, it's a good job that I checked, because apparently this wasn't filming. And yeah, I don't know if I forgot to switch it back on after I'd done the stitching. So let me show you that I've done the stitching all the way around again, which I showed you on the last one. And we've got it here too. That needs to trim off actually. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I don't know if the phone cut out. I don't know if I didn't switch it back on. I don't know. But all you really missed was me putting a brown eyelet in here to pick up some of the brown in this paper, and then use both this beautiful grey as well as this black sari silk to go in the top of there. And I was just about to use some of my metallic green, turtle green wax paste by Paint Art on these, because I think that's kind of what it's missing, that I'm missing some detail on the embossing paste, the texture paste, that it needs to lift the piece a little bit. Yeah, I don't know what happened there, guys. I'm hoping it's just I forgot to turn it back on, and it's not that I have no room left and cannot longer film. So you can just see some of that on there. And I'm wondering if I want to add just a touch of gold, because we all know I love my metallic Art Alchemy vintage gold wax. I say, unable to pick it up. Just a touch of gold in places, because yeah, I love it. So that is that, guys. Now I could decorate the back, because I do like to decorate the back of tags, but this video is already quite long. We've only made the 2 tags. So let me show you the 2 that I'd made before. So these are the 2 I've made before. You can see I haven't put any tabs on yet. I haven't backed them with paper. That needs to be done. But I wanted to make 2 more in that style. So these are the 2 we made today, and I love them. Let's have a look. Let me grab something Tim Holtzy over here and just show you that you can put, you know, you can add bits and bobs to this. I haven't. Look at the owl peeking out. Oh my gosh, I kind of love that. Woo-hoo. Kind of love that. But we've got a Tracy Holtz. No, we don't. We have a Tracy Fox digital. I've used some of the Tracy Fox paper left over from the Craftly haul kit. I've used some lace. This is a digital by Release the Crafting. I will leave the links down below in the description box. I've used a Tim Holtz stencil and then some wax glaze. You can see that's quite simple. I was debating hanging a charm on there actually. And then on this one, we've got lots of little Tim Holtz pieces. We've got some vintage ledger paste. We've got a scrap of Tracy Fox Craftly Haul digital in paper in the background, some lace, some inked die cut, and then these Tim Holtz little peeps. I know they're just kind of standing there, and people don't like them kind of standing. People always like, they need to have some sort of like shadow. So I can bring in my pencil and just kind of add a little bit down there, and then I'll be able to let's grab my paintbrush so we can just move that. Okay, so that was just my kind of Stabilo pencil. And so we just got a little bit of shadow, possibly too much shadow, but that's okay, because just add more water and it'll go. But it just gives them a little bit of shadow down the bottom around their feet. It's actually really good if you're going to do this, if you don't stick their feet completely down. And now I'm looking at it, I'm just thinking we could bring in a little bit of shadow up here too, just so that it's not just all down the bottom. I don't know, but I kind of like that idea too. Do it here to kind of just add a little bit. I made sure as well, I don't know if you can see, but I made sure that when I did stitch down this side that I lifted up the lace so that the lace wasn't caught in the stitching, so it has a bit of free movement. So yeah, so that's my 2 tags, guys. It was good to get a little bit of creepy on again. We can just put something in there. And I've got 2 more bits to add to my ephemera box. So yeah, pull out your scraps and get some. You can make these with book page or just digital paper or whatever you've got. I like to use, like I said, vintage music paper because I have quite a lot of it, because I have a problem. And just have a go at making some of these. Don't forget to check out all the links I spoke about in the description box. And I'll be back soon with another video and probably another Finish Up Friday because we've still got quite a few projects in my box. And until then, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please do like and subscribe if you haven't already. And wherever you are in the world, I hope you're having lots and lots of spooky, crafty fun. Bye for now.